Hello and welcome to Learn English with Tamanna. This lecture is only for the beginners who has recently started taking preparation for their IELTS test. So if you're looking for a channel where you will be guided regarding your IELTS preparation without any charges, you can simply subscribe us to stay connected. Okay, without wasting any further, let's get started. Okay, so today we are going to cover the speaking part one, where we are going to cover some topics which are home, flats, hometown, and area. These are quite common questions which are typically asked by the examiner in your main test. So I'm going to guide you how you can simply answer these questions without thinking any further. Okay, so let's get going. So here I'm going to take this first question. Okay, now as a beginner, how are you going to answer this question? Definitely, you will say that I'm from dot dot dot. As I'm from Dhaka, so I'm mentioning my place. Okay. However, this is not the way you should provide answers for your speaking part one. You need to answer your questions within 2 to 4 lines. Definitely, the examiner is not expecting you to provide long speeches. However, you can't provide a one line answer. You need to expand your answers a bit, that is also relevantly and naturally. And the most important part of your speaking test is that you have to be fluent and confident. This is how you can score at least 6.5 or 7. Here's how I am expanding this answer. I'm from Dhaka, which is the capital of Bangladesh. Here I'm trying to expanding my answer by stating or describing the place I'm living in. Okay, I'm from Dhaka, which is the capital of Bangladesh. It's quite a hectic city. I am also adding the duration of my stay, saying that I have been living here since my childhood. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is the answer for your first question. Where are you from? Now, moving to the next question. Do you live in a house or a flat? So you can't say like this that I live in a flat or I live in a house and leave it like this. You need to expand your answer naturally. You can say like this: I live in a flat. If you're living in a house, you can say you are living in a house or I live in a house. Okay, I live in a flat in an apartment building. Now you can also state the location of your flat. Okay, here's I'm adding that it's on the second floor. It's quite spacious and modern. See, here I'm also adding the state of my flat, like how does it look like. Okay, now you can also say that it has all the necessary facilities and amenities available. Okay, that's it. It's a very short answer, but it's not that short. Okay, for example, I have added that where I'm living in, like the it's a house or a flat, and then I have stated the location of my flat. Then I have also added the state of my flat, and last but not the least, I've also added it like why is it modern, like it has all the facilities or amenities available. So that's it. We are now done with our second question. Now I'm taking the third question, where the examiner may ask you, what do you like most about your home? Here's how you can answer. You can say, my favorite part of my home is the balcony. I would recommend you one thing. You should always be honest with your answers. Okay, if you like it, explain the fact that you like it. Don't try to make artificial answers, the things that you don't like but you're saying in your speaking test, because If you don't speak from your heart, you can't provide a good and natural answer. The more you connect with your answers, the more you can feel your answers, the more you will get a good score. As I love the balcony of my home, here I have mentioned that my favorite part of my home is the balcony. Okay, it's the perfect place to relax. Now, the question is why I have added this line, because I'm explaining why I like it or why it's my favorite part of my home. Because here you need to explain the reason. Whenever the examiner will ask you that what do you like or what do you dislike, so you need to mention the reason why do you like or why do you dislike. Okay, here's what I have done the same. Like my favorite part of my home is balcony. You can also say like this by adding because. Because if you want, you can add some expression like I call it smart expression, because that makes your answers very natural. Because I think, or you can say I feel that it's the perfect place to relax. Okay, so here, okay, done. Now I'm adding that whenever I feel stressed, I go there with a cup of coffee and spend some quiet time. See, it's very important to show your feelings or to express your feelings when you are talking about your likings and dislikings. Okay, as you are explaining the favorite part of your home, so what do you do with that place? Okay, why is it so close to you? You need to express that feeling. Okay, so here I'm adding that what I do with this place or what I do in this place. Okay, so lastly, I'm going to say as a conclusion line, I also enjoy watching the sunset from there. You can also end your answer like this. That's why it's my favorite part of my home. That's it. Very simple. See, here I'm not adding any sort of advanced words or I'm not making any complicated structure of the sentences. I'm just using simple words and simple sentences to express my feelings or my information. That's it. Just keep it simple, because simple answers help you to deliver your answers naturally, and it's very important as I told you earlier. Okay, now moving to the next question. Now I'm copying this question and pasting here. Since my hometown is Dhaka, and here we all know that the majority of people prefer to live in apartments, so I'm saying that most people in my hometown in my hometown live in apartments. Now, as I told you earlier, that I need to explain the fact why or the reason behind it. Okay, here I am adding that because these are more convenient and affordable. I can also add another line like why it is convenient. Okay, here I'm adding that such apartments are, or I can write like this, such apartments provide modern facilities which make daily lives easier. That's why the majority of people in my hometown prefer to live in apartments. That's it. Okay, we are done. Now, here we have covered 4 questions today. I'm going to cover the remaining 4 questions in the next video. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you so much. Have a great day.